Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. NHD chairman to be named shortly. The National Housing Trust (NHD) is now hunting for a replacement to head its board after Chairman Lennox Jono served in the position for the last time on December 31st. He had initially indicated that he would step down on August 31, 2022, but told reporters on Monday that he was asked to stay on until the end of last year. Chana stepped away from the post a year and 2 months before his stint as chairman was slated to end. According to the NHD website, which still has Chana listed as chairman, the current board's period of appointment is March 22, 2021 to March 21, 2024. On Monday, de facto Information Minister Robert Morgan told reporters that a chairman will be named shortly. The role of NHD board chairman is a political appointment and is made by the minister with responsibility for the National Housing Trust, who in this case is Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Seprat CEO says Jamaica must take advantage of various opportunities available to grow its manufacturing sector. Jamaica must take advantage of the various opportunities available to grow its manufacturing sector. That's the declaration of Chief Executive Officer of Seprat Group of Companies, Richard Pandoni. Lamenting that the manufacturing sector has been severely underrepresented, he says more can be done to ensure improvement and growth. He explained that this growth must be driven by productivity. He further suggests that the country's policymakers should use Jamaica's logistic strengths to attract manufacturing opportunities. The CEO also stresses the importance of placing more focus on agro-processing, which would enhance Jamaica's food supply and help the country tap into export markets.
A lot of discussions around minimum wage and livable wage, etc. But at the end of the day, for people to earn what they need to earn so they can live in a way that is suitable, we have to make sure we drive the productivity. And so a lot of Seprat's focus will be also on increasing productivity, adapting more technology, looking for more local inputs, and basically trying to make sure our ecosystem that is beneficial to all the stakeholders. Shareholders can make their money, or employees can feel at their environment where their personal aspirations can be met, and we're doing something to make the country proud. My advice to the policymakers, so what COVID has done is almost reversed the globalization trend. Now, before COVID, everybody was just like, bigger and bigger, wanted the globalization. Now there's a deglobalization trend. There's a huge opportunity for Jamaica because of our positioning, where we're positioned to use our logistic strength to attract what I call low complexity manufacturing to Jamaica, and to also to use it as a base because we're the link between Latin America and North America. North America is the largest consumer market in the world. Latin America is emerging very, very rapidly. For some reason, I think we'll continue to look at agriculture, agri-processing as something that is low end, not good enough. That is our key to prosperity. That is our key to making our people get from the low end to the middle class and beyond. I don't know. We believe in concrete. We believe in everything else, but we can continue to treat agriculture, agri-processing as something in the backseat or back burner. In that regard, we continue to talk a lot, but I don't think COVID hasn't really reset the way we have gone about it. If you look at everything that's happening in our food supply, not just to Jamaica, but to the region, we can be so much more. And that continues to be a disappointment for me. Food supply is a huge part that we have to eat, we have to supply, we can process further. I think that is an opportunity that we're missing. We continue to import a lot, we continue to import a lot of people. Inflation. And that's why food prices are so expensive in Jamaica. We need to start producing more, not only for ourselves, but also to export certainly to the region, to the Caribbean. Huge opportunity, and we keep missing the boat.
Tourism Minister says Jamaica could create an entire economy around coffee. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says Jamaica could create an entire economy around coffee if the country taps into the value chain. Speaking at the launch of the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival on January 9, Mr. Bartlett reiterated the importance of the coffee industry to the country. He noted that coffee has enormous perspective for an extended value chain. He noted that the conceptualization of the Blue Mountain Coffee Trail and the Blue Mountain Coffee Festival as two aspects of the coffee value chain being extended.
It has these enormous properties for a value chain that is so huge. so long, so tall, so rich, so deep. And that if we really tap into the value chain of coffee, with its many derivatives, we could create an entire economy around coffee. And perhaps that is an ambition that we should work towards. We conceptualized the idea of the Blue Mountain Coffee Trail in 2017, and we started to have those wonderful eateries and so on along the trails as centers for gastronomy. And then in 2018, a year after, we conceptualized the Blue Mountain Coffee Festival, which has been going for 6 years, truncated a little by the COVID experience. And so this is in fact the 6th engagement of the Coffee Festival.
Probe findings damning against CPSFA head Rosalie Gage-Gray. Chief Executive Officer of the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, Rosalie Gage-Gray, could find herself in the front line on Tuesday when a report on an investigation into the relationship between her agency and Cora Bosky, head of the United States-based organization Embracing Orphans, is tabled in Parliament. The investigation was conducted by the Office of the Children's Advocate, OCA, following a March 2021 report by a nationwide news network on the family, which named the Robunkis, the executive officer of Embracing Orphans, had his education certificate suspended in the U.S. after it was established he had sexually inappropriate exchange with a minor. In the exclusive summary of its report, which has been seen by reporters, the OCA says Gage-Gray failed in her administrative and moral duties to these former wards of the state who were based at the transition facility, the Father's House. Her responses indicate that she is either unaware of or has a reckless approach to the significant vulnerability which attaches not only to them when they are minors, for example below age 18, but also even after and during their transition out of the formal care system, said the report. The CPFSA, by its own admission, knew of his antecedent from early as 2018. It also knew, despite recent denials, that it had children accommodated at the Father's House. It continued partnership with him and with Embracing Orphans, given the central and lead role that Ramscassi play in that organization. He not only questionable, but betrayed the CPFSA's mandate and undermined its moral authority to be telling Jamaicans that they should be wary of persons who may be around children for fear that they may abuse them, added the report. In its recommendation, the OCA said the leadership and management of the CPFSA has demonstrated that it either does not have the capacity or the will to effectively manage sensitive matters in spite of the high level of responsibility that has been entrusted in a relation to some of Jamaica's most vulnerable citizens. And in a clear indication that Gage-Gray could be in serious trouble, the report concludes, due to the CEO gross breach of the duty of the care owed to wards of the state and former wards who are housed in facilities run by the CPFSA, that is a finding of their investigation. This matter is hereby referred to the Honorable Favor Williams, Minister of Education and Youth, as the person competent to take such disciplinary or other proceedings as may be appropriate against the CEO of the CPFSA. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification